This is the history of AutoZone, this abandoned Experience Fitness over here, and the Chuck E. Cheese in Coon Rapids. This used to be where the old big Kmart used to be, but then they decided to go out of business and for bankruptcy, and they just closed in 2015. So let's do history of it. October of 2008, it was originally Kmart. This Kmart first opened its location around 1962, and it was just originally named Kmart. And then they had the pharmacy over here. Right there's your auto service. Basically, it's your savings store. And then right next to it was a Chuck E. Cheese that was built into the 70s. And then it got changed to Big Kmart because it was a big store around 2002. And then October of 2013, Big Kmart changed it back to just Kmart because the K got really huge. The K in Kmart stands for Kresge, so they call it Kresge Mart, also known as Kmart. There's the pharmacy and auto service. This is just an old sign that they just changed. And then Chuck E. Cheese is over there. It's not Chuck E. Cheese's, it's just Chuck E. Cheese's. July of 2015, Kmart closed in 2014 due to bankruptcy with Sears and other companies, and they just couldn't have enough money for the cafe. Basically, Kmart had its own radio station that was played on a tape, but they don't have an actual FM frequency, so they just, play it on like a tape, and every time you walk in, they play different tapes. They even sell commercials, and then they have Mr. Blue Light inside the store that says, "Attention Kmart shoppers," and then that turns on in case there's something new. But Kmart closed in 2015 due to bankruptcy, and you can see the pharmacy and auto service label scar is taken down, but the Chuck E. Cheese over there is still open. October of 2016, this Kmart is still abandoned. No one has ever actually changed it into if they're going to be building a new store or what. October of 2017, the sign says for lease on the door. Chuck E. Cheese is still open, but Kmart is not. Then June of 2019, they were building two new places. The Chuck E. Cheese is still open, but they're building two new places, Experience Fitness and AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. And then over here, this pharmacy and auto service over by the old Kmart is now just empty. It's just electric walls or just a service area. August of 2021, Experience Fitness was still coming soon. They were trying to see if they can open it, but the AutoZone is now open. November of 2022, AutoZone is finally open. Experience Fitness was open. They were just, they just didn't turn on the lights. Then June of 2024, Experience Fitness closed in 2023 to 2024 last year because they couldn't have enough money and they just never opened this location. And my dad actually went to Experience Fitness, but it's too bad they closed. Probably because they just couldn't have enough money for people to exercise, and you have to pay and you have to have a subscription so to actually go inside, so they just closed. And then this Chuck E. Cheese got changed from old to new, where back in the day it used to be Chuck E. Cheese, and they would pronounce it as Chuck E. Cheese, but they changed it to just say Chuck E. Cheese. They just got rid of the apostrophe S to make people pronounce it more better. But this AutoZone is still open, but Experience Fitness is not. October of 2024, this is what it looks like. It's pretty sunny. And then they built and they even built a Spirit Halloween over by the old Experience Fitness that's abandoned. I've been there. I mean, some people say that Spirit Halloween says so much fun it's scary. Well, it's actually not, but it's pretty interesting. And then as of now, there's nothing going on. This abandoned Experience Fitness remains abandoned, but the Chuck E. Cheese and AutoZone are still open. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more peace, and get in the zone, AutoZone.